Yeah, dude, I got burned for $7 grand one time, and I hate to say it.
My two are GCs.
Yeah, there you go.
I've had one homeowner burn me for $600, and I still plan to get that $600. I've had two GCs burn me for, couple $1,000.
Yeah, so we can go on and on about these guys,
Yeah.
But I still do like.
There's some good ones out there.
Yeah, for sure.
You might be a good one.
Yeah, or you could be a good one.
You might be one of those guys who owes me money.
Yeah, exactly. Now that we destroyed GCs.
Yeah.
What is
Hey, real quick, thanks for watching this video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have ever been burned by a GC, make sure you tell us about it in the comment section. Let us know how much money you lost and what did you do.
Crazy part, I think, in our business is a lot of the times it's not like civilians, the civilian clients that burn us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and I hate to say it.
My two are GCs.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I have a dislike for some GCs.
For shady GCs.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the bad.
There's some shady GCs out there.
Yeah. I want to reiterate that too, because that's not where my frustration comes from. Is most clients. You know this, that I mostly work with just homeowners and real estate investors and house flippers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do work with a few GCs, but I've actually pulled back for the same reason.
Homeowners typically treat me well.
Mm-hmm.
I've had one homeowner burn me for $600, and I still plan to get that $600. And
He's coming for
I've had two GCs burn me for, couple $1,000. And there's ways they can go about doing that if you don't have your ducks in a row as far as the contract goes, as far as signatures on your paperwork. There's ways to protect yourself with lien law and stuff like that. But if you don't do the proper steps in the beginning, then you could lose your lien rights. And that's something that you're going to go over in your business exam if you get a contractor's license. But you got to do certain things to protect your lien rights if you're going to work with a general contractor. And there are some good general contractors out there. I've kept a few that I do work for who we always have a good relationship and I always get paid. And that's fine. But there's some out there who, if they mess up, and there's a gray area because you didn't do paperwork. You didn't write stuff down. There's just verbal stuff happening over the course of months, and people are forgetting things, and they thought they told you this and they didn't, and now they want you to front the bill on the change or this and that. There's stuff that can happen. You need to have it written down.
Yep. With them, it should be if they are not willing to take the time, fill out a change order, go through the motions before you fix the problem that comes up, then you should probably walk away.
Yeah.
If there is a gray area at all, if you're sending quotes through text message, if you're saying, hey, this is going to be $6,000, and they say, hey, let's roll with it, and they're willing to work that way with you, it should be a red flag.
And by the way, a few $1,000s is nothing compared to some of these other guys out there. I know a guy who's got burned by a church who did like $80,000 worth of work to a church sanctuary. And never got his money and then he filed for a lien, and that's that. Still don't have his money. Still just has a lien on the property, and
until
he could have avoided that.
Yeah.
So a couple grand is one thing, but there's people out there getting burned. I knew a separate contractor, electrical contractor, who did 60 grand worth of change orders that were never signed off on because, hey, it's a rush, go, we got to get this project done. Please don't hold us up, just get it done, we'll pay you. And then they get to the end of the job, he sends them the bill for all the work they did is like 60 grand. And then it was a 4-story like courthouse job, and then they say, well, we didn't agree to that pricing, we think it's a little high. And now you're negotiating your money and you're going to come out a loss. So
which personally I want 50% on the change order too.
Yeah.
Personally, I know it's unconventional, and that's something I talk to you about all the time. I don't mind pushing boundaries just because it is this contractor doesn't get give any deposit. I'm not working that way. You know what I mean? There are contractors out there that expect you to front the whole bill.
Yeah.
You know?
And then pay you 30 days after the invoice is sent.
Yeah.
And you send the invoice.
It just makes no sense. You know, there's a relationship here again. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Yeah. We can go on and on about these guys. Yeah. But I still do like.
There's some good ones out there
for sure.
You might be a good one.
Yeah. Or you could be a good one.
You might be one of those guys who owes me money.
Yeah, exactly. I was burned for 7.
By the way, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We got some.
Hey, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the lesson. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna teach these guys about you.
But dude, I got burned for $7 grand. That was way
Never got
early.
it.
That was way early. That was before I even. So I started the company as an installer.
But you never got it?
Never.
Still right now?
Never.
Yeah.
This is how stupid I was. Okay. This is how dumb I was. Started the company to be an installer, right? Because I was a subcontractor at that time. They offered me a job for like 200 apartments in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia, Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
And all I had was LLC insurance. That's what I had.
Yeah.
No, didn't have accounting, anything, nothing.
Yeah.
I was paying one of my guys cash,
Yeah.
right? And I'm thinking like I have a business, you know.
Yeah.
And they come and they offer me this job.
And he paid his taxes.
Yeah, I did pay my taxes,
Yeah.
but I had to figure that out.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I go to this job in what was it, Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
Right. No contract. They don't even have my EIN number. They have 0 of my.
But they're letting you
information.
install.
But I'm working for them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I'm assuming they're gonna get it from me later.
GC.
Yes,
Yeah.
GC. Yep, GC. Go there. I had probably installed in 1 weekend, or 1 week, probably like 15 kitchens.
Yeah.
Right. And I come back home, didn't get any money from them up front. Nothing. This is how stupid I was, dude.
Yeah.
They don't have any of my information. I don't have any of their information. I come home, dude, and I send my invoice. You know, just an email.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a dang invoice. What's it called? Like QuickBooks or any of that.
No software.
No software. Yeah. Just straight emailed. You know, not even
me $6,000.
Yeah. Not even a Microsoft like document. It was straight up emailed them.
Did
right?
you do like any paperwork, like certificate of insurance to them?
No. They don't even know who I am at this still. Yeah. They know my name. They know, you know.
Just the superintendent knows you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And but so ironically, I had done work for them already, so I was getting paid okay.
Yeah.
That's why they offered me, right?
Yeah.
So I come back from Columbus, and I get a message from not the super, but the company's second in command, like the COO, right? And he's like, hey, we have to withhold payment because you left so many problems. You left so many problems over here. And I was like, okay,
what problems?
That's interesting. Can you send me some pictures and I can come back and fix them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dead silence.
But you were doing good work.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I installed close to 200 apartments for them.
Yeah.
And they offered me this position. You know what I mean?
After you already did other work.
Right.
So they knew you did good work. They said, come do this other work. And then at the end of the job.
In hindsight, again, sort of like these people we're talking about, they knew that there was an opportunity to take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's talk about real quick how to protect you from that happening to you if you're working for a general contractor. General contractors, a lot of time, especially if they're new, they do not like for you to do this because they feel like, I don't know why they don't like it, but anyway, to protect your lien rights, if you figure out you need to request the notice of commencement from the GC, he needs to send you the notice of commencement. It's going to give you the owner information. It's going to give you their information and other people who are on the notice of commencement for the project. You need to take that information, and to every one of those people listed on the notice of commencement, you send them a notice to owner, and that notice to owner is going to let every party know that you have been hired by that contractor to do work on their project, and in the event that you do not get your money from the middleman, who's the GC, you have lien rights on their property. And if you do that, then when it comes time to get paid and you don't get paid, you can file a lien on that property, and then that will help you hopefully to get your money. But
right. That's what I wanted to highlight, the hopefully part, because it could be a daunting That's another reason why it's easy to take advantage of small businesses at some point, because even if you file a lien, a lot of times it isn't until the house comes out of their name that they have to cough that money up to sell the house.
They can't sell it.
So let's say they don't plan on selling the house,
That was the situation the dude in the church was in.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm thinking is also, I mean, you can obviously go through other processes with the court.
But it can be daunting is what I'm saying.
I would definitely file the lien for one.
Yep.
And sometimes just the threat of the filing the lien is enough to get you your money.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner is they don't want the lien. It has nothing to do with them. They're wondering why the GC didn't give you your cut. And a lot of times that'll help you to get your money. But
I had to do that once actually.
Yeah.
And they paid me. Yeah.
Where you're gonna mess up is if you don't do that at the beginning, and then when you go to file for a lien, or maybe you reach out to the owner and say, hey, I didn't get my money from the GC or whatever, then it's arguable in court that the owner may not have ever known that you were working on the property. Even if you saw him face to face or whatever, or maybe the owner never steps foot on the job and they just hired the GC to get it done, and now you are coming out of the woodwork saying they owe you 30 grand or however much, and they're like, I don't even know who you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Right. That's between you and the GC, and so it affects your ability to get lien rights sometimes.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. I mean, they probably coughed up all the money to the GC.
They're essentially double paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they do that. So...
Yeah, you want them to know. It's better for the homeowner, which most people we're going to be talking to are homeowners, to know. I would, if I was in that position, I would willingly sign that, so that way everybody's under the same impression.
Yeah, but there's GCs who will be like, hey, as soon as they get the notice to owner, they just freak out. I had a GC brag to me one time that, hey, we do 5 houses a year, and I was about to do my first one with him, and he thought it was a good thing. He was trying to tell me about the culture of him and his subs, and he's like, we don't do written contracts.
Whoa.
We don't do, it's this, we build 5 houses a year, we'll get you hooked up with us, and yeah, man, it's easy going. We don't have the written contracts, and if I had to send people, some people like that, a notice to owner sometimes, they take it as an insult, like, what, you don't think I'm going to pay you?
Right.
Oh, you think already going into it that I'm not going to pay you? And it's like insulting to them for some reason.
Which is ironic. It's like insulting that you're insulted.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man.
I didn't think you were not going to pay me,
but now I do.
Now I kind of do.
Yeah, what's going on here? You do know this is part of the process, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.